How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. And you? How are you?
I'm I'm doing okay. I'm doing all right. What's your name?
My name is Hiao.
Okay.
Yes,
Hiao.
yes.
All right, Hiao. All right, cool, cool. How long have you been learning English for?
um, I'm, s- I'm, l- I have learned English for many years, but only focus on English with a native speaker 2 years ago, from 2 years ago.
All right, cool. Why do you want to learn English?
Because I need the English for my job, you know.
All right, what kind of work do you do?
I am a technical.
You're say it again?
I am a technical.
Oh, a technician.
Yes, technician.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. Okay, cool. With for like computers?
No, I am the seismic navigator. Navigator.
Oh, all right, cool. And you're from Vietnam, right?
Yes, I'm from Vietnam.
All right, cool. Nice, nice. Well, I saw that you sent me a message wanting to work on some specific things, right?
Yes, I want to uh, learn learn about the linking sound, and here is the I just sent it to you.
Okay.
Uh,
Hang on.
yeah,
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh yeah, it's like back out, barge in, believe
yeah,
in.
yes, right.
Okay. Okay. What are your questions about it?
Because in the when the native speaker speak with the foreigner, for example, you teach me English, you try to reduce the speed from normal speed to the lower speed,
Mm-hmm.
and that's why I can hear and understand clearly. But when you speak with the normal speed, I cannot understand, or sometimes I misunderstand, and that's why I
Okay.
want to familiar with the linking sound to uh, the first one is improve my listening skill, and
Mm-hmm.
the second one I can speak English better uh, like more native speaker. I think so.
Okay. Well, normally, like after today's lesson, like most, I'll tell you how lessons normally go with me. Okay. So what happens is at the beginning of each lesson, we'll just have a discussion. We'll have a conversation
Yeah.
about whatever topic that I choose. Okay. It could be music or movies or whatever, and I just ask you a lot of questions. All right. And I just want you to talk to me as much as you can.
Yeah.
Okay. Because the more you talk in English, the more that you'll improve. So you have to talk in English. All right. As much as you can with everyone that you can. And we work just on our conversation. So I make corrections if you need me, if you want me to make corrections during conversations. And then the last 20 minutes of the lesson, usually people take hour-long lessons, which is totally fine. The last 20 minutes of the lesson, I teach you like slang terms and phrasal verbs and like idioms that are really important in conversation. And then we just keep doing that every lesson. Like I just keep
Uh,
teaching you and keep teaching you those. Um, Eventually, or over time, I'm going to ask you to start using some slang terms and phrasal verbs in our conversations that we have. So you're applying what you're learning in lessons with me. Okay? So that's usually how lessons normally go. All right? And
yeah,
we just keep
I got
doing
it.
that over and over and over. So if you want to take more lessons with me, awesome. You said that you want to work on your listening skills. Do you watch English television?
Yes, example the HBO or Star Movie channel.
What TV shows do you like to watch?
I don't know. Maybe it's on. It's always action movie.
Okay. All right, cool. Do you watch anything on Netflix?
Sorry, could you tell me what that is mean?
So Netflix, it's like a program that people watch movies
Ah,
and
yes,
videos on.
Netflix. Netflix. It's not. It's not really common in Vietnam, because it's the pay the pay the pay program, and Vietnamese
Hmm.
the, the rest are the free channel.
Okay.
You know.
Well, there's a couple of shows that I want you to try to find on your channels if you can find it somewhere. Okay. The first one is Friends.
Friends.
It's a very good one for English language learners. A lot of conversation in it, a lot of slang terms, a lot of phrasal verbs. It's a really good show for English language learners because it gives you a really good idea of how conversation is supposed to go. Okay?
Yeah.
And then another one is How I Met Your Mother. It's very similar to Friends. A lot of conversation, a lot of slang, a lot of phrasal verbs. Um, that one's another really good show for English language learners. So if you can find those and watch those, that's great because they will help you a lot.
Okay.
Okay?
I will try to find on the YouTube or Google. I think
Okay.
so.
All right. Can you read English?
A little bit.
You can read a little bit? All right. Well, another thing that can really help you is find something that you like to read, a book or something on the internet or, whatever. But when you read, like read out loud.
Yeah.
Okay? So like say the words out loud when you read. All right?
Yeah.
That'll help you get a better understanding of sentence structure and grammar and how words kind of go together. So read something that you like to read and just say the words out loud when you read.
Okay.
Okay? Don't read it in your head. Speak the words.
Okay.
And then you just have to talk in English with everyone that you possibly can. Friends, family, people on italki, whoever. You just need to find every opportunity that you possibly can to speak in English. Okay?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
I have only one younger brother.
Okay.
Yes, and he's a technician too. But I'm living here, and now he's working as a place quite far from here.
Okay. Have you ever visited an English speaking country before?
No, yes, go to the Singapore in the last 2 years, 2 years
Okay.
ago.
All right. Cool. So you haven't visited America before?
American, you mean?
Yeah. Have you ever visited America? No.
No, not yes.
Okay.
Only visit Philippines, um, Singapore, and France. And
Okay.
I have never go to the America.
Okay. Do you want to or?
Yes, of course, I do, but I have no chance. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Um, are you married? Do you have children?
Yes, I got married 3 years ago, and now I have two children.
Oh wow.
One the older one is 2, and one is only 2 months.
Wow. Does excuse me? Does your wife know English?
No.
No, she doesn't know any English.
Yes, she doesn't know any English.
Okay.
Bad
Do
luck.
they do they teach English in school in Vietnam?
Yes, of course. In Vietnam, we have the English subject, but it's only study the grammar and reading and how to the pass exam. you know, and
Mhm.
no conversation, no listening. It's I think it's not good because Vietnamese sometimes Vietnamese can do the test good and and read good, but when the very shy to speak with a foreigner,
Mhm.
and sometimes don't understand what the foreigners say. That's a
Okay.
weak point.
Yeah. What have you been doing to practice your conversation skills?
Mm, 2 years ago, teacher, because when I changed my job to the joint venture with the friends between
Mhm.
Vietnam and France,
Mhm.
and my official working language is English. That's why I have to learn English and book the class one one in a, one in one class with a native speaker and try to practice.
Mhm.
And as a hand, I'm here is a Vietnamese tutor, and I
Mhm.
can talk to my student from America, and I
Mhm.
can improve my English as well.
Mhm. That's good. So you've just been trying to find ways to talk to native speakers.
Yes, right.
Okay. Awesome. That's awesome. And italki is great for that. So cool. That's really cool. Do you have any pets? Cats, dogs?
No, because
No?
when I'm living in the city and I only have a narrow house, very small house, and it's not enough space for raising the pet. You know.
Hmm. Hmm. Do you play any sports?
Before I played the football, the soccer, but now I'm no longer to do it because
Hmm.
I spare all time to take care of my children because they are the little baby and I have to spend a lot of time.
Hmm. Yeah, I can really understand that. How old are you?
I'm 30.
You're 30. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool, cool. You look a lot younger than 30.
I'm not sure because when we say that I look like 32 or 35, I'm not sure.
You look younger than that. So,
Yeah.
um, what do you like to do in your free time?
In free time, sometimes I go to the coffee bar and chat with my friends.
Hmm.
And sometimes I try to learn English. Sometimes I watch the movie, listen the music.
Hmm.
You know.
Okay.
Eh,
All right. That's cool. Yeah, I like to hang out with my friends or my girlfriend, watch movies, listen to music. That's when I'm not busy, which isn't which isn't very often. I'm usually really busy.
yes, very
Um,
often.
yes, very often. I have a lot of jobs. I have four different jobs,
Wow.
so I stay very busy. Um, do what's your favorite kind of food? Do you like American food?
I'm not sure because I'd rather the Vietnamese food, but I like the beef steak.
Okay. You like Vietnamese food?
Yes, yes.
Uh,
When I went to France and I tried to Western food, French food,
mhm.
but I'm not used to eat the French food. You know?
Right. Yeah, yeah, it's really different. Did you live in France?
No, only for the training course. You know,
Okay.
because on the try a year I have the chance to go to France to join my training course. It's
Hmm.
only about the job, the working, you know.
Hmm. So you So you don't know any French.
Yes, of course.
Okay.
And the
Okay.
problem is the friends. I don't know why, but the friends don't want to speak English or they don't know English. You know, it's very
Hmm.
difficult.
Hmm.
It's very difficult to make the conversation communication. For example, I go to the supermarket and want to
Uh-huh.
buy something, but it's only the French word, and I don't know what that is mean.
Hmm. Okay. What is some of your? Do you have a favorite like Western or American food?
Mm, I don't know. But because I think the Western food is very common in Vietnam,
Okay.
especially in the hotel, in the restaurant. But I I only eat the Vietnamese food because I think it's better.
Okay. How long have you been working at your job?
2 years.
2 years. What did you
Sorry,
do?
sorry. Could you tell me what do you mean?
So, like, how? I mean, like, how many years have you been working at the job that you're
Yes.
in?
Yes, because I want to sure that I'm not misunderstand. I've been working for 6 years,
Okay.
and the job now I'm working on is maybe 2 years.
Hmm.
Of, and the first company I worked for is maybe over 3.5 years.
Hmm. Okay. So the picture in the video that you sent me to look at, and I looked at some of the video and these pictures. So, do you have a hard time pronouncing them, or do you have a hard time hearing them?
Um, I don't know because you know it's maybe for example when I say
Back out.
back out, and
Hmm.
sometimes I don't understand.
Okay.
Because
Well,
in Vietnamese is different with English. When say the normal speed, it's only the ignore some words, some not really necessary word, and Vietnamese almost understand, makes the sentence shorter. But English, when we say faster, you do the linking sound, and that's why
mhm.
Vietnamese don't understand. They think
Back
it's a
out.
back cow, it's normal speed, and back out, and they think, oh, that is a standard, only the back out, not back cow. When say
Hmm.
back cow, don't understand.
Right, right. Well, one thing that you can do to really help you with this, there are some if you noticed, if you watch the video, okay, there are some very, very common words that are linked. So, like the words in and out, at, of, those are very, very common to use. At, of, into. So, one thing that you can do is, I know when you listen, if you hear something that sounds like the word out on the end, you can almost guarantee it's just a link together. So you kind of have to remember and kind of memorize the really common words that we link together, like out, in, at, of. Those are very, very common to do. Excuse me, I don't know what's going on. So the only trick that I can tell you about those is to memorize the most common words that we link. Okay, and if you hear a word or if you hear something like I said, like barge in,
Yes,
right?
Bajan.
It sounds like in on
And
the end, right?
yes,
And there's no such word as bargain. Okay, there's
yes,
no such word. Okay, like if I put it together and just said bargain or barge in,
yes,
there's no
Bajan.
such word. Okay, so what you can do is you can separate the in. If you hear something in the word end, in like that sound, that end sound,
In
try to separate it out. You can almost separate it out in your mind and then say, okay, if I took in away and I just heard barge, I can figure out what's being said. So you kind of it's how can I say it? It's very difficult. It can be difficult, okay, and it takes some time getting used to. But that's really the only way that you'll be able to get it. Okay, I'm gonna bring up that video that you sent me one more time and see what other ones that are very, very common that you showed me. Hold on. Copy, paste, paste and go. So 60. All right, here we go. I am looking at it right now. So in, out, into. Okay. So the most common ones are in and out, into, on, of, at. Let's see. Let me make sure I have them all. I just want to double check. Over.
Over.
Over's another common one. And most of these linked words that you showed me are phrasal verbs.
Yes, right.
Okay? So, and phrasal verbs can be very difficult because a phrasal verb can mean something completely different than what is being said. So, hold on. Let me just make sure I'm going through them. Away. Oh, crud. Away, up, off, off, after. It looks like those are the most common ones. There's not very many. Up, off, on, in, on, over, out, and yep. Okay, off. Don't put off on there. And off.
Yes.
Okay. So it looked like I just went quickly, like skimmed through that video really fast, and it looked like these were the most common ones. All right. So if you hear a word that kind of, it sounds like one word together, like barge in, okay. If you hear a word that has one of these sounds on the end, you can almost separate it. Like just separate it in your head and just forget about that sound and then find the core word. For instance, let's do another one real quick. I'm just going to pick one randomly. If my video will move. So like, oh, that's a hard, we don't even ever say that. So like dine out.
Dine out.
Okay,
yes.
So like dine out. Okay?
Dine out means that, what does it mean? Dine out.
Dine out means to just eat out.
Yes.
Like go out to a restaurant to eat. So
out.
if you dine out.
Dine
if you hear that out sound, you can kind of just separate it away from the other part of the word, which is dine.
Yeah.
Okay? And then you can kind of figure out what it kind of means from that.
Yes.
All right? So it's going to take some practice and some getting used to. But as long as you are able, like I said, you have the most common ones that are used. So if you hear me or hear someone or hear the television saying something with that kind of sound on the end, it's going to take up some practice, but you can separate it. You can separate that sound away from your mind. In your mind, you can separate it out and find the core word. Like, let's do another one. Focus on.
Yes, focus on. Focus on.
Yes, focus on.
Focus on.
So you can hear the on sound on the end. Focus on.
Focus on.
All right. Just separate that out. You take the on part off of the word, and you just hear focus.
Yes, focus.
And it makes a lot more sense that way.
Yeah.
So it's going to take some practice for you to do, but you can do it. Okay. Well, thank you so much for the lesson, man. I really appreciate it. If you want to take more lessons with me,
okay,
bring all the questions that you have to our lessons. I will try to help you in any way that I possibly can. Okay. If you want to take more lessons with me, we'll do more conversations. We'll have more conversations. I'll teach you phrasal verbs like the ones that you sent me. I'll teach you some slang terms and some idioms as well. All
Yes.
right?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Cool. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'll see you later.
Yeah. See you later.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.